fell out of favor with everyone who was ever major. It was in my nature as the world became stranger. The cycle repeated again when I was drowning in distraction. I've left the cause untreated for so long, achieving little traction. Losing what I loved the most became its own catalyst. My heart bled dry when I became my own antagonist. Started digging deeper to reach the root of my issues. The only beliefs I held in my chest were my virtues. No amount of love you give to the world will fix the problems within. It's about the dove you find from perspective therein. I wish my honesty could reach the people in the steeples, but my modesty would teach me to walk on pins and needles. You did your best with everything which was weighing you down. Could never find myself working extra hours, paying not to drown. I forgive you for the discipline you've come to resent, my father, but my love for you is something I cannot extend any farther. Your tears are gone. Your tears are gone. There's nothing left but to carry on Cast all the stones you want in my direction. None of the tomes will break my connection. Submarine cables extend across our vast oceans. Silverstein tables covered in magazine ad slogans. I'd rather raise my last glass to Socrates than sit in class surpassed by wannabes. Gesture to the skies, a sign of celestial defiance, while other guys live without parental guidance. Every ounce of lies come with a grain of truth. The evidence lies inside a strain of proof. It's just a matter of how the empire talks. Take my hand so we can start the firewalk. Newborns become the scorn of parents inherit. When love is above the storm, comments discredit. Hold me close now before the affection becomes static. Whisper in my ears the objections among fanatics. My Achilles heel is the wrath of an obscene scorn. She laid with lilies in a river I've seen before. Not inside the basket meant for leaving Moses, but adorned in a wedding dress feeling hopeless. Never took the stand as a witness to the affair. My attitude to their business was laissez-faire. Can't judge me now for what happened in those 2 seasons. I won't budge how I ration my time with those 2 demons. I saw the past present itself and the future at the door. Time stood still when I heard the sounds of war. Tension seemed high before I ever entered the picture, but questions couldn't answer how I got caught in the mixture. Trapped in a city of gold without the Midas touch. The friends I made are a priceless bunch. The North Star disappeared when I lost my sense of direction. Decide for yourself to follow my lead, your discretion. Found a snake slithering in the grass. It whispered sweet nothings just to pass. Making up the mind on what the heart desires. In a bind between Descartes and junkyard fires. I think I'm in love, but was that really the case? A break in trust is just another piece of the vase. The flowers have long become wilted, while the garden I tend to has begun jilted. My treatment for the trauma is in perpetuity. Too recent for the aurora skies with sincerity. I've stopped trying to appease a crown wreath. Stop living just to please the ground beneath. Hellfire swallows the piety for moral detours. What's the point of property if it really isn't yours? As the steps I take on this planet leave an impact, no matter how small the gadget or the contact. Medusa's head. I swear that she was already dead. You approach the lips to kiss her, blink and you'll miss her. Look away from Medusa's head. I swear that she was already dead. You approach the lips to kiss her, blink and you'll miss her. I met with death by abandoned crossroads. Sent the email with an attachment download. We talked in detail about the end of existence. Beyond the pale and condemned as a nuisance. Second chances always ended in some disaster. Or past matches blended in with numb chatter. You're just swiping right to achieve consummation. I'm swiping right to receive conversation. The worst feeling to have isn't certain doom. It's when you're the loneliest person in the room. Even while swimming in a sea of friends, you're still spinning in circles toward the end. Hand in my heart is a wedge of the sequence. This is now part of the Pledge of Allegiance. School kids not to salute the stars and stripes. They're too young to dilute the scars and bribes. Look away from Medusa's head. I swear that she was already dead. You approach the lips to kiss her, blink and you'll miss her. Look away from Medusa's head. I swear that she was already dead. You approach the lips to kiss her, blink and you'll miss her. Some names best left unmentioned. You made my test of faith unpleasant. Spit in my face with nothing but hate. But now I know your love was just a phase. I kept my lips shut to avoid association. It's a matter of time you avoided my relation. Ship has already sailed past the harbor, but you're not ready for the truth so somber. I lost my religion when I was left cornered by your own blood that felt like torture. In God's own home when I never felt welcome. All I heard from their tongues was pure venom. I don't know for certain if this is their sermon, but I know for a fact this is their burden. It doesn't matter what you think of me in the present. The only truth of the matter is within the resentment. If one of your kids ever tried to leave the closet, then your words will turn to blood on the carpet, repeating the same message like a broken record. Misleading yourself in circles as visions blurred. Start thinking to yourself it's a sign from God. I already know myself why he's a dumb fraud. I'm aware of my silence leaving you stranded, but I will never speak to you until you're dead in the casket. This is not the course of internet drama. This is my source of real trauma. rarely walked down the halls of your new abode. Felt scared to talk down the walls of debt that I owed. I've been in desperate need of a mental exodus, as if the drive in my life had become perilous. Packing and unpacking physical memories, advancing like clockwork on these mystical journeys. Looking out of the car window to new horizons, but in the back of my mind I should have known I was frightened. Never showing the legwork that had taken its toll, never growing out of my shoes deep in its soul. One look in my eyes would say I've been mad stressed, but through my size you would think it's mad complex. I feel like my own accomplishments are failures to you. Couldn't stand all the arguments neighbors are hearing too. I've been grateful for waking up with the roof over my head, but there's also been days I wish I was dead instead. I'll never ask you for the world, when that's exactly what you are. If only I knew how much it hurts. If only I knew about the scars. I'll never ask you for the world, when that's exactly what you are. If only I knew how much it hurts. If only I knew about the scars. My eyes weigh heavy from carrying this damage. You'd think my job was handling luggage. I don't know how to express why you're mad, since the stress in his family has gotten so bad. Hubby's starting to smoke on the jewel as the cure. I'm not expressing my disapproval for sure. I wasn't guessing things would get to this point. Maybe I need to start lighting up regardless of having been proven wrong. I never will while I'm working to pay the bills. I've been swimming through life for so long, I learned how to breathe through my gills. There was a point I almost discarded him, even contemplated the time when I ghosted him. But it shouldn't matter if they're imperfect. Your love is meant to shatter all the conflict. I'll never ask you for the world, when that's exactly what you are. If only I knew how much it hurts. If only I knew about the scars. I'll never ask you for the world, when that's exactly what you are. If only I knew how much it hurts. If only I knew about the scars.
Ja, snad. No, you're scared now. You're right. Let's do the shift now.
Stuck in a spree of tender nightmares, walking up these MCS stairs. Rainfall always seems to dead the air, but now is not the time to fret or stare. Whether this storm leads to blue skies, we'll never be rich even in these new lives. You were never lovelier in my eyes, making funny faces sometimes. Should we dance as the world burns? The bandwagon is starting to turn on its side this time, near the beach where ghost stories become real speech. 3 little words is all it takes to double take what you had to say. I know for a fact the feeling's true, but is it real when you say I love you? Let's sit with the worthless when property is powerless. Fortune is for those who make enough for a lunch break. Let's sit with the worthless when property is powerless. Fortune is for those who make enough for a lunch break. Whatever happens is you make your way. Ask about the 2 guards by the gate, lying in wait for a later date, serving your truth on paper plates. On a buffet with red herrings, white lies with deceitful dancing. Anecdotes and strawmen abound, and not a fortune to be found. Paid for my meal, happily ever after. She asked why I don't leave extra plaster. I calmly explained we're not big pimpin', we're just too broke to be tippin'. It's really nothing personal, I only speak to be tactile. If you think lives are comparable, the disease itself is terminal. Let's sit with the worthless when property is powerless. Fortune is for those who make enough for a lunch break. Let's sit with the worthless when property is powerless. Fortune is for those who make enough for a lunch break.
Us all to be grateful.
My head is spinning. My head is spinning. My head is spinning. My head is spinning from all the standing, giving samples of myself with branding, pacing back and forth as time stood still, resisting these deadly thoughts I could will. The mask over my face complements the bags, under my eyes as I lament the snags. Robotic tongue spitting out the same phrases, having lived through all the same phases. I saw smoke covering the mountain passes. I misspoke about the price during certain catches. Living in a deep void swirling with those lights, kept to myself working through those fights. The evergreens had burned away unspoken from the embers of an arsonist match. If the game of life is really this broken, what's even the point of a day one patch? Maybe I'm the mysterious type, finding comfort in the mist. Being alive is a pastime, my last thought is an ellipsis. Maybe I'm the mysterious type, finding comfort in the mist. Being alive is a pastime, my last thought is an ellipsis. Stuck between serenity and sacrilege. My life is forfeit of the privilege. For whatever it's worth is in the salt. What can you value within the faults? My heavy heart is on the scale, feeling featherweight beyond the pale. 84 eyes judging my soul. The wares of my parents taking its toll. Would you believe me if I bared my scars? Would you leave me if I shared my seminars? All I want for the future is peace of mind. Doing something right with this lease on life. Seeking out a way to find my way. Getting out of the way, having time I stay. I'm gonna need help just to find help. I lie by myself, too much to myself. Maybe I'm the mysterious type, finding comfort in the mist. Being alive is a pastime. My last thought is an ellipsis. Maybe I'm the mysterious type, finding comfort in the mist. Being alive is a pastime. My last thought is an ellipsis. Looking in the mirror again, had to see the picture again. A reflection of my failures, asked for one too many favors. I was taking a step forward, but then I took one back. Need to start looking inward before I can get back on track. My mind was tongue-tied out of fright, talking on the phone when I cried at night. I realized when driving the wrong way, everything was being made worse by the day. And by the way I was interacting, he must have seen it as harassing. Should've known when to zip it, just let the money talk once I've lipped it. Whenever things fall apart, that's how you find your roots. I'll take the blame for my part, there's no need for petty disputes. Another face, another mask, every time I take a glance I wonder who it is looking back. Another man without a second chance. Another face, another mask, every time I take a glance I wonder who it is looking back. Another man without a second chance. Gotta lie down in the bed you make when there's nothing left to take, from the bakery to the cookie jar. I was never poised to be the rookie star. Your sweet dreams and nightmares when your tweet screams of affairs outside of your own jurisdiction. Even when the tone has shown conviction, but you're only as smart as the peers. Watching you swim through the years of success and hardship in equal measure, when all I'm sailing for is peaceful leisure. What else was I really meant to be, aside from the life I meant to foresee? The past is only as true as the present. When you're through with being questioned, I'm sorry for everything I've done. Sorry for not paying back your sum. I'll keep apologizing for my actions, but it's not enough to calm your reactions. Another face, another mask, every time I take a glance I wonder who it is looking back. Another man without a second chance. Another face, another mask, every time I take a glance I wonder who it is looking back. Another man without a second chance. seen as my arch enemy, passing by to make me question my legacy. Now science ever wonder how I'm still alive, even after all the scars I collected in the archive. The physical and mental in equal measures made me cynical and critical towards steeple sinners. War crimes all the time in the name of a high power. Maybe it's the sound when you hear the chimes buy yourself a flower. Home is where you survive through seasons in the refuge, not just from all the demons in your thoughts. I hid myself from the world in the centrifuge. There's never been any love lost in your applause. Did my best to stay my beliefs as matter of fact, but life's a test that will leave you in laughter and sidetracked. Sometimes you need to be lost to find yourself again, but at what cost does it take just to be yourself among men? Heavy is the head that weighs too much on the brain. A crown says more about the praise we tend to refrain. It's a burden we carry together truthfully, one we are certain to bury forever suitably. Angels try to bribe me with salvation. It's funny when they're punished with damnation. I've already saved myself from deception. Now I'm ready for the road to real redemption.
Because it's only through enlightenment that this scourge can be wiped out.